Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in. I've got the wonderful Mr. Luckbucks23. We're here on a special mission is to dive deep into the mind of an individual of talent. And today we're going to be asking Mr. Luckbuck23 several questions about who he is, what he does, and what he's about, and get to know him a little personal so everyone knows, what makes Mr. Luckbuck tick. Now, without further ado, introduce yourself and what is it that you do, sir?
I'm unemployed as fuck, but
That's fair. Wonderful. Interesting. We'll put a pin in that and we'll go back to the unemployment. But introduce yourself and what is it that you do?
so Luckbucks23. I'm also a variety streamer. I do indie games, horror games. I try to avoid horror games, but I get pulled right back fucking into them. So why not?
So wait, back it up. So what's the game that you try to avoid but you get pulled back into it?
Horror games.
So what is okay? So we'll come back to horror games. So continue. I just want to make sure I heard that correctly.
Right. And I do enjoy just chatting streams as well.
Okay.
But that's as much as I do as far as content goes with Twitch.
Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and start off with now. What is it that as a streamer, we're going to focus on streaming, okay, for a little bit here. What is your name and what platform do you stream on?
Specifically, only Twitch, and the name is Luckbucks23.
Okay, fair enough. I appreciate that. Now, and you say you're a variety streamer.
Correct.
Okay, now let's start off with something let's start off with something simple. How'd you come up with your name?
So I got luck when I turned 18. I was actually pretty good at gambling with guessing probability. And that's how I got luck. Bucks was had a friend where we did a podcast together, and he was, he didn't always have money with him, and I'd always hold him down. And then he ended up giving me the name Luck Bucks, and it just stuck from there forward.
Okay, because of your generosity, huh?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay, and the 23, is that just a random number or is it Michael Jordan?
No, was born May 23rd.
Oh, so it
So
is a part of your birthday.
right.
Nice. Now, let's move on to the next question, which is usually stumps a lot of creators. What got you into streaming, and
So
why did you choose Twitch all in the same?
so the reason why I started streaming, it actually stems from podcasting. There was a podcast named SourceFed that I was a huge fan of. And they would live stream it. They would also pre-record it and then upload it to YouTube. And it was just something that I've always like gained interest in. And then through the years, SourceFed died. And then I learned about Twitch, which was just a live streaming platform for games and the content that's on there now. And I just decided, I got better internet, and I said, you know what, I'll give Twitch a shot. And I just started. I get all the equipment and stuff, and I connected the Twitch to my Steam accounts and started streaming. But I did it as a way to just as a hobby.
Okay, is it a career now or is it still a hobby?
Still a hobby. I think the climb that's needed for Twitch, it's not something you can half-ass if you want a career out of it.
Okay.
And I just don't have that time to say, okay, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do and pursue this without anything else getting in my way.
Okay. Let me ask you a question about streaming just as a whole. What is some of give me 5 things you truly enjoy as a hobby about live streaming?
So communicating with viewers, trying new games, it all kind of pans back to just communicating with viewers and having conversations, meeting different people, learning new things, And Twitch is one of those things where it's like if you want to learn something new, there's probably someone on Twitch doing it.
Okay. Could you tell me a little bit about your community that supports you when you stream? Do you have any special like viewers that come in? Do you have mods? Like, tell me a little bit about your community and what makes you continue to stream. Since it's still a hobby and the communication with viewers, what is it about your viewers that you enjoy about?
So my viewers, which I have become stagnant because I don't have a concise streaming schedule. So the viewers that I do have are the one or two mods that would come in. It's essentially I've created it to be a space where you just come, kick your feet up, and just hang out.
Okay. So basically your community are just laid back individuals. They show up when they can, and they're there, just be there with you in the moment because they understand how the real world works with your chaotic streaming schedule. Am I close?
Yeah, pretty
All right.
much.
You know what? Can we get a couple of shout outs to some of your community who are like some of the ones that come around all the time?
Sly IRL, which I've known her for years. She's also a Twitch streamer. She's one of my top mods. My other mod is Prazar. He's from the Czech Republic.
Oh
Always
shit.
comes in and gives me a hard time for no fucking reason. And Devon. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Devon Doom is another one,
Okay.
and M West from
Okay.
California.
So walk me through when you're streaming, what's your format? Like you turn on, do you go straight into gameplay? Are you a streamer that talks to the community first and then go into the gameplay and do you just abruptly end it? Or do you end the game and then go back to, just chatting? Like walk me through just a simple start to finish.
So my logic is because my streaming schedule is so sporadic. When I start stream, I just jump right into it. I have a starting soon screen, but I feel like for those that really want to watch my channel, I mean, it's worse enough that I have a sporadic streaming schedule. I feel like throwing up a starting soon screen is pointless. So I usually just jump right into it and I just start playing and let everyone fill in when they get in, and we
Okay.
go from there.
And
Now, I'm sorry.
no, 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 continue. Sorry, I'm listening. I'm listening.
And then when I've decided or when I hit the mark of, hey, either I got stuff to do or I'm done streaming, I usually end it with a rated.
Usually end it with a raid.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how do you choose the people that you raid?
So what I'll do is I would change it to a just chatting screen. I kill the audio on the viewer side, and then I go see who on my follower list is currently streaming.
Okay.
If no one's there, I jump into a just chatting queue and like the thing. I find someone with 2 to 3 views or zero, someone that's and I write hey. And once that streamer has acknowledged me as a viewer, then I'm like, okay, I can raid you because you've at least acknowledged me. You'll acknowledge whoever comes in with me from that raid.
Okay. Have you ever collaborated with other streamers? Do you believe in that as a Twitch person? What is your philosophy with other streamers? I know a lot of people do that. And because of your chaotic schedule and how you run your stream, do you ever find time to work with other teams, other players? Like, how do you interact with other people on your side of the camera?
So on my side, if you want, I don't really look at it as a collab because I'm just like, hey, you want to play games together? We'll stream it. Yeah, sure, let's do it. I don't really look at it as a collab. I try to avoid collabs, truth be told, nowadays.
Why is
A
that?
lot,
Why
a
do you
lot of
avoid collabs?
people. So a lot of the people that in the community that I started with have turned into just viewer caring people. I don't know how to say it, but
So
they
they
care
so
about.
are you trying to say they only value the number count
Yes,
instead of the
yes,
quality account?
yes, 110%,
Okay. And that's a
110%.
big problem in your eyes that and why
Yeah.
is that? Why is the viewer, the more viewers that are there in your eyes diminishes the quality with these people? Like talk to me about that.
So it's funny because it's not how it diminishes it for me, it diminishes it for them. Because I'm someone, I consider myself someone interesting, someone worth having to, break bread with and have a conversation with. However, because I do not garner such views, I get passed upon. So
Okay.
because of that, I've decided that if you want to play a game with me and stream with me, you'll go out of your way and reach out to me and let me know. But if you're in but I've done it before. Like I have people in my chat and I'm like, hey, do you have time to get on? Come join me. And yeah,
Right.
maybe I'll lose a view, but hey, they got on and we played.
Okay. All right. So so you stay away from these people because of this toxic situation. Are there any rare times that you've met any positive people on your side versus the viewer side? Do you know any, like, have you met any streamers that are like right on par with you, that help you out with things? Like there can't just be all negative. Like where's the
Right.
positive?
No,
Talk
no,
to me about the positive.
so there's a few positives. Like I mentioned, Sly IRL. She's not only a streamer, but she's someone like I used to podcast in person with. So she's a great person. That whenever she's online, immediately she texts me, "Hey, you free?" Now that she knows that I have extra time throughout the day, she's always messaging me. When we're working out, we're playing games together, having fun. M West is another one. He's a fantastic streamer. And I thought because he's part of the same community.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, was part of the same community, and I figured he was the same as the rest of them, but he's actually taken time out. He's we've had phone call conversations, we've had Discord conversations where it's more than just Twitch. He's realized I'm a person and I'm interesting, and I realized, he's not just garnering views only.
Okay. So he's
He's not
got
in it for views only.
he's a good person to work with as a streamer and to build a good friendship with. That's awesome. Now let me
Yes.
ask you this with your chaotic schedule. Now, without giving out too much information, are you with someone? Do you have kids? Like the only reason why I'm asking this is like, outside of streaming, you have another life. Now, in that other life, is there people a part of that? And I'm going somewhere with that. This is a yes or a no.
Yes.
Okay, how do you balance that with streaming? So like for some that are married, sometimes they have to go in a different area or stream opposite. Some of them can't stream at night because their significant other or kids are sleeping, so they stream during the day. um some have a working relationship where the partner knows or the kids know and they're incorporated in it. Like you get where I'm saying, you get where I'm going with this. So how
Yeah.
do you balance when you stream with other people that you live with?
So it's only like my wife.
Oh,
That I
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. It's only my wife, and she's not very camera friendly with Twitch and streaming. So, if she passes by, she'll just ask me to turn off my camera. She'll pass by, do something, and then go back. But she understands that, like, if I'm like, hey, I'm gonna stream. It's okay, no problem. You do what you gotta do.
Also, you run communication just to make sure, and then if
Yeah.
everything's good, we go on live, and then you
Yep.
basically she'll let you know, hey, I gotta go in the kitchen, I gotta do this,
Yeah.
and then you'll just be like, hey guys, let me just turn my camera off. The lovely wife is walking by, and everyone knows, right?
Yes.
That's
100%.
nice. Okay. All right. All right, let's switch the gears a little bit. Now, have you ever thought about streaming on any other platform? And if you have, what other platform have you thought about and why?
So I've been actually been considering Kick. Now Kick is it's on a new platform that's I still feel like it's still yet to make. I mean, yes, you have creators like Aiden Ross and Kai Cenat and Neon that stream on there and they garner thousands and thousands of views. But also I feel like, with Twitch updated its affiliate contract, and in affiliate before you weren't allowed to stream anywhere else but Twitch only, and they've updated it to where you can stream to YouTube and Kick, or just
Oh,
more than one
so
platform
now
can
you
do
so
so.
on Twitch you can multi-stream.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
So I've been considering moving to not moving, but expanding to Kick.
Oh, so just streaming on both. Okay.
Right.
And even though there's other these top streamers, you're willing to just add that into what you do to kind of broaden and make some more connections.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. And how soon do you think that you would initiate that? Sometime by the end of the year or starting next year in 2025?
I would like to say, it's still a thought and process. It's not 100% given, but if I was, I'd say before the end of the year.
Okay. So now we're going to focus on a little bit about your streaming. Now, tell me what are like some things you truly enjoy about how you stream and why you stick to that. Like maybe an overlay or a sound alert or maybe some extensions. Like what is it about your channel that you truly enjoy that you're like that's mine and no one else will have that. This is why I do it.
Well, I'm gonna break a wall, Key, because you're one of the reasons why.
Oh no
You,
no no no! It's not about me, sir. This is about you. I asked
no, no, no,
you.
no, no, no,
Oh,
no, no.
not.
Hear me out.
All right,
Hear
go
me
ahead.
out.
What?
Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
You introduced me into something called stream loots, and
You
that
couldn't have just said, "Oh, I like stream loots." Did you have to bring? It's not about me, Dad. It's
it's
not the
not.
Aki
It's
way,
not. But
bro.
I give credit. But I give credit where
All
credit
right,
is due.
whatever. Okay, continue. Tell me about stream
Okay.
loots.
So I've made stream loots where you can either do it with the game I'm currently playing or just me as the person. Meaning if you want me to do something in game, you can.
Okay,
Or if you just want me to, like, I don't know, go grab a bottle of water or take a sip,
okay.
you can also do that as well.
All right.
So
And you enjoy that a lot. You like that aspect of
very
giving your
much.
community that sort of situation. Is there anything else that you actually just really enjoy about your stream that you provide for your viewers or your community? Let's go with that.
I would just say the conversations, honestly.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Now, let's switch gears on that and go on the flip side. What's the one thing you hate? What's the one thing that you just don't like when you stream that you're just like, ugh, why? Like why?
My background. I
Okay,
don't
so
have
it's the background.
I don't have space for a green screen. I
Okay.
don't have something that I can cover with my background to make, I would like to get a better webcam. I just feel like, I mean, I got a very good mic, so I'm
Oh, you
very happy
sound
with that.
melodious, my friend.
Oh yes, sir, the AT4040. But other than that, I mean, it's got to be just things that that are out of my control.
Out of your control a little bit. Okay. All right. Have you researched and started looking into like different options to kind of mitigate the what you're kind of uncomfortable with? Have you tried looking or no?
So I have. There's not there. There's a few options out there. I've recently actually started digging into it this morning. There's like a foldable green screen I could try to use. See if that would work. If not, there's another one that's like expanding, but and then the camera one is just very expensive.
Right.
I would love a DSLR, but I don't have DSLR money.
Who doesn't want a DSLR? You're right. Those are great cameras, man, especially for streaming. Okay. So now we're gonna raise the bar a little bit. We're gonna raise the bar in this conversation. Okay, how long have you been on Twitch? Not just as a streamer, just in general. Like, how long have you been a part of Twitch, either before streaming and beyond?
See right now. Uh, so no, I think it's longer than that. I would love to say, let me see. I think it was definitely pre-COVID.
Okay,
So I want
for
to
a
say like
couple of years.
yeah, since 2018, 2019.
Not bad at all. Okay, so you have seen things, you've streamed to things, you've followed people. Can you give me 5 streamers that you truly enjoy their content? And all I'm saying is keep me out of
Key encounters. Okay.
it.
Uh,
There's a reason why you're keeping me out of it. It's not about me, it's about you, boss.
got it. Top five. Jinxie. He's a Rainbow Six Siege player. Um, second would be who do I watch constantly? Trying to think. Oh, M West is another one.
Okay.
Sly IRL, Rowlin, and fifth one's got to be Moist Critical.
I do like Moist Critical. He's a phenomenal guy. Now you can throw me in at number 6. It's fine. I know I'm number 1, but we're just not going to do that. We got to give credit to other people. Now, about these people that you enjoy watching, what out of all of it together, okay? What are the 5 things you enjoy that they do that you kind of see that they do? What are those 5 things that you see as a whole that they do that draws you back?
The competitiveness, the humor, the I'm the like it's the I'm the same person on stream and off stream because again a lot of these people I've also spoken to off stream
Okay.
offline. So it's competitiveness, humor, uh, what do you the authenticity. Drawing a blank on last two.
You can always just, if you're ever drawing a blank during this interview, you're more than welcome to just say key encounters. That kind of encompasses any lost memory. You're allowed to say that, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so these are positives with these other streamers. Now, while watching these people, right, and all this stuff, have you tried to apply some of the positive things that you watch of them and incorporate it in the way that you do your stream?
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay.
One of them.
What was the last thing you implied in your stream or applied to your stream that you saw another streamer do and you were like, yes.
Ah. There's a streamer on the West Coast I watch. Constantly reminds me to update my stream loot cards.
Okay. Okay. So accountability,
Right, right.
keep it fresh. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. All right. Now we're going to get to the negative side. This is going to be fun. Give me 5 streamers on the platform that you think are pure garbage, but when you name off each one of them, I want to know why they're garbage, but I do not want to hear any reasoning that makes it sound like a cop out. All right. So that means if you're talking about a female streamer and you're like, oh, her tits are out, that doesn't count. That's her vibe. That's not what I'm talking about. You don't have tits, you can't expose them, so you can't relate. So I want you to give me 5 streamers that you despise, but why do you despise them in a streamer fashion or a viewer fashion?
All right. Uh, Johnny Boombots created a whole fucking platform called No Streamer Left Behind. Yet he only cares if you fucking have views.
Okay.
I've made numerous accounts. I'm trying to work with him and collab. completely left out every single time. Fresco is another streamer, and he's a snake. That motherfucker's a snake.
Why is he a snake? Like, what is it about him that
And
makes him a snake? I need details.
let me get to it. Fresco is not only another one that garners, who only cares for views, but would go into, let's say, my stream and then see what I'm doing, grab exactly what I'm doing, do it on his stream, and then when he encounters errors, wouldn't even come to me for help. So he snakes my ideas.
Okay.
So that
So
horrible
leeching, you don't
personality.
like
Yeah,
the leeching. Okay.
the leeching, yes. Landmine is another one. Landmine, if he's and so he's another one, only cares about views, but it's not only the views, it's alienates anyone that's working with him and says that they're the blame to why he hasn't reached the stature that he's
Okay.
trying
So
to attain.
you see a streamer, one streamer wants views, one streamer is snaking and leeching, another is blaming others for the folly. Those are pretty horrible like things, my god.
Yeah,
You got two more to go.
right. Another one is Toasted. I think his name was Toasted Sloth.
Okay, toasted
Um,
sloth. Okay.
yes, this is someone that'll burn a bridge and ban you without any communication.
So
This is
sore
someone that,
loser. We're talking like a sore loser.
right, very
Okay.
much so. Very much so. It wouldn't confront you. He'll go off of rumors and just ban you.
That's
And
horrible.
then yeah, yeah. And even if you have a conversation with him and it's taken and he gets a different perspective instead of addressing the perspective, boom, bridge burned.
Poor communicator.
Very much so.
Okay.
Last one. Let me
You
see.
owe me one more, buddy.
I do owe you one more, and I know there's one more.
Remember, every time you
Um,
draw a blank, you can just say KeyEncounters. It's perfectly fine.
no, no, not for that one. Not for the negative.
Uh,
We'll keep that one as a positive.
Don't worry about it. We'll come back
Oh,
to it later if you want your. Oh, you have it?
I did, and then it left
No
because it was like,
worries.
no,
We're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna keep it pushing. Okay. Let's talk about the real Mr. Luck. All right. Okay. Where are you from?
New York,
Born and
raised
raised?
in New York.
Born and raised?
Yes,
Okay. And how long have you lived over on the East Coast?
my entire life.
Perfect. That's No, I meant how long, motherfucker.
Oh,
Damn.
20,
Jesus Christ.
27 years.
Perfect. Now, what are some of the greatest things that you love about living where you live?
You can walk to where you need to. Mass transportation. It's transportation is fully incorporated. You can get from the top of the Bronx to the bottom of Brooklyn within, I want to say, if everything runs smoothly, which sometimes it doesn't, I want to say within an hour.
Okay.
You can get anywhere. We have a lot of bodegas, which we are corner store delis. You can always get a sandwich at any time of the night.
Also, 24 hours. These things are 24
Yeah.
hours?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. There's a lot
wow.
of 24 hours.
What is the orange drink? What is that? I
That,
heard
that,
J Lo say if you
yeah,
know, you know.
yeah. She said a ham and cheese and an orange drink. That's
Yeah.
still undefined.
So you guys don't have orange drinks, so Jenny from the block was lying?
Yes, there's. We could be talking about quarter water, right? And quarter water it's like a little thing of orange juice, and it comes in the shape of a barrel. We called that quarter water. Now we don't know if that's really it or if it was some or a Fanta.
Okay.
There's no way to really know.
All right, so while we're talking about things where you're at, what's one of the best delicacies you could say where you're from? And people should always come when they get out there. What's the thing that they should try? If it isn't the orange drink, and since no one knows, we don't know, what's the thing that someone when they come visit that they gotta try? What type of sandwich? Something? What's a specialty?
Ooh. So there's this thing I don't know. It's more of a Middle Eastern thing. It's halal food.
Okay.
It's one thing called chicken over rice.
Okay.
Now there's a place on Sixth Avenue called Adele's Famous Halal Food. He makes it the best. That is definitely, if you come to New York, visit Adele's Famous Halal Food. It comes right off of a truck that's on the corner of the street, and it's delicious.
All right. I want to talk about your subway system a little bit. Is it true it's full of hobos and pee?
Of course.
And that's
Now,
it.
hold
It's is
hold on. We can't forget the meth fiends and the drug
oh,
addicts.
so we have druggies with the hobos mixed with the
Yes,
urine.
yes,
All okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Do you feel more safe with them than anywhere else on the planet?
yes. Actually, I'd feel much. Listen, I'd feel much safer in a train with hobos than I would in a 747.
All right, fair enough. Now we're going to switch back to you being a streamer again. What is the best game you have ever played in your life and why?
Red Dead Redemption 2. If you pay attention to the story, it speaks, it explains moral values of understanding that pride is not something that you should ever hold high. Know when you're wrong and be the man of your word.
Okay, now you know why I'm laughing. All right, so
Yeah.
uh okay. Did you play Red Redemption as a streamer or did you play it offline as a gamer?
Gamer. I wasn't streaming at the time.
Okay, so you just played it. It was just something that you just wanted to play and you got into it. Okay, now what's the worst game you've ever played as a gamer? The
Control.
worst game.
Control.
Wait, I'm sorry?
Control. The name of the game is called Control.
Oh, Control.
Yeah.
All right, so what made the game horrible and what the hell is Control?
So I don't know if it's a game released by Epic Games. It's essentially horror based,
Oh, it's a
uh,
horror game.
right? But the map in that game, like the map to see where you're going, makes the entire game insufferable.
What do you mean?
The map it doesn't show you the proper layout of where you are and where you need to go.
Oh, okay. You have to figure it out.
Yeah, 110% of the way.
And
You're literally
earlier,
just running around.
right? And earlier you said you don't like playing horror games, but somehow you get sucked back in. What's the issue with horror games, and why do you keep getting? Why does it keep drawing you back? You say I don't like it, but somehow you keep coming back. Like, so we'll start off with the first part. Why don't you like horror games? And then we're gonna follow it up with why do you keep coming back to it then?
So I don't like horror games because I don't like being scared. I do bad with jump scares. I do really bad with jump scares. The reason why I keep going back is like a stepfather looking for the stepchild's approval. Okay, and I go back because I'm just like, fuck it, I'll give it another shot. And then my viewers also love to see me scared, and it doesn't cost me anything. So I
So
do
you do it for the viewers, or I'm sorry, for your community,
for my
and
community.
and they enjoy it even though you're uncomfortable. Been there before. Okay. So when you're streaming, okay, when you're streaming, what what are some things that you can improve on? And why would you improve on it? Give me three things that you may have noticed previously that you're like, I should probably fix that, change that, maybe improve on that. What are those three things that you would like to do? But leave equipment out because we've already talked about you want a better green screen, you want a better camera, you've already got a good mic. We're talking about other things as a streamer.
Well, I do want to fix my camera placement.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So
We're gonna leave that out. We're gonna leave
okay,
we're leaving those things out because we've already discussed that. I'm looking
right.
for some more something else. Like when you're streaming and you're live, maybe there's something you're doing and you're just like, why do I keep doing that? Or maybe someone's bringing something to your attention. Like there's always room for improvement, right? I should know that. There's always room for improvement because you have to improve. That's the best part about being a streamer. So for you, what are some things, and just give me 3 things that you noticed or observed that you could improve on and why?
So one, I do have a tendency to step away, throwing up a be right back screen. I don't enjoy doing that. It's just I get just unemployed. I do get a lot of phone calls on the spot, and then I gotta pause. I don't like doing that. So
So
I
sometimes
definitely
real life steps in, and then you've got to
yeah.
step away from streaming a little longer than you should.
Right,
Okay.
right. That I want to work essentially more on the content that I give that I currently do. I feel like I could make things a lot better. I'm still working on the niches of I'm still finding my niche essentially
Okay.
of like this is what I'm going to do moving forward. Now I am a variety streamer, I'm a variety gamer streamer, but sometimes I want to have like a segment, I
Okay.
want something that's mine.
Okay. And a variety streamer in your eyes isn't the thing. You wanna focus on just one thing.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Do you,
Right.
where do you see yourself as a streamer? Let's start off small. A year from now, how do you see yourself as a streamer a year from now?
Gonna say schedule, leaving out equipment.
No, you can bring that in. Of course, you can bring that in
Okay,
now. Yeah, yeah.
okay. Well, I'll just as an overall, I'll just say better equipment. No, that includes green screen and camera. And a well updated stream loop
Okay,
section.
fair enough. So, as a streamer, have you ever noticed the people that do VTubing or PNG tubing?
Yes.
How do you feel about those two styles of streaming?
I don't know why, and you can argue with your mother. I don't care. You know what? I'll just say it.
Okay, so you don't like it at all.
I don't like it. I don't like it. If you don't want to be on camera, then don't be on camera. But don't put up a persona that of a picture of something that you're not. That's not you. That's not who you look like at the end of the day.
Okay.
Because if that's
Um.
not you. Either
Okay.
do it or don't do it.
Okay. Do you know why some of them actually do that? And do you
Yeah.
kind of so you know that some people that use VTubing or PNG tubing, one reason would be secrecy. They can't show their face.
Right.
Number two, we could say anxiety, right? Because
Yeah.
being in front of a camera is it's easy for us, right? Like I do it all the time. But there are people with real anxieties, right? And then there are people who find it like a really cool way when you don't want to show yourself. It's a great way to take a break from it. But you don't like it because you're saying either
It's
show
a
your
cop out.
face or don't.
Right.
Okay. All right. Nothing wrong with that. Now, you are aware, like those VTubes, the VTubers, the ones that look really good, they spent a lot of money, right?
Oh, I have no idea how that
Oh,
works.
you're talking hundreds of dollars. A
Oh,
little
wow.
over, like I think I saw one $1,500 worth of VTubing. Like it's all CGI. Like it's wild how it's wild.
I thought it was free. I thought it was just like
No, no,
you
no,
download
no,
it and
no.
use it.
Now I do know PNG tubers use software that's free to move their graphics back and forth, and you can add a little flair to it. But the ones that are the big boys, they're spending a lot of money on their VTube. Lot of
Yeah.
money. We're talking a lot, and then sometimes there are softwares either you purchase for a lifetime, or you're running monthly, or you actually have the program on your hardware. So it's a whole different beast, baby. So, no, I just wanted to know your take on that. Again, there are many different reasons why they do it, and you just don't enjoy it because you're like, either show your face or just don't, and you're okay with just the voiceover.
Correct.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. What's the worst style of streaming you've ever seen on this platform? What's the one thing you're just like, get rid of that? Why do they have it?
Follower only chat.
Follower. Oh,
No,
so
I'm so
you
sorry. I'm so sorry. Sub only chat.
you say when you go to someone's stream, they have sub only on there, and you're just like, why do I need to be here?
Right.
And why is that? What is it about a sub only chat? Now I could see, right? We can make an argument if you're a popular person and you don't want your chat being blown out. You, of course, you're going to turn it into a sub chat or follower only chat. I could see that if you're very popular and you're trying to mitigate issues. I can see that. But we're
Like people
talking
like
like,
Moist Critical.
huh?
Like people like Moist Critical.
Yeah. Like you want to go talk on his channel and he wants to slow it down. You got to jump through some things. But you're saying smaller streamers.
Correct. 110%.
So what is it about it that just really bothers you?
So for me, I want to have a conversation. It's not all the time. If there's not going to be a reason why I visit a small streamer just to watch and not interact. I feel like it's just who I am as a person. I prefer interacting as well as
Okay.
just watching.
Fair enough. Now, when you're not streaming and you're at home with the lovely wife, and let's say the wife is at work, what are some of the things that you like to enjoy offline? I don't know, maybe watch movies, TV series, comic books. Like, what is it that Luck does when ain't nobody around? How do you unwind?
Oh, there's a show that I'm currently watching on Hulu. There's two shows, three really, but two shows I'm currently gunning down. It's Power, that's on
Okay.
Hulu, and The Bear.
The Bear. Oh, yeah, those are
Or
good.
Bear. It may be The Bear or just Bear.
Yeah, the Bears. It's fine. No, that's good. Now, what is something that recently or maybe within the past couple of years that you got into that when you were younger you were like, I don't see why people get into that? Because you're a lot older now. So let's
It is not.
say the 20-year-old looks at you now going, why are we doing that?
It's funny because I've had the same exact conversation with someone else, and I said, "Remember, we were little. We were like, what the fuck is this about?" Um, trying to think back to what it was.
Was it the conversation on how you truly really enjoy NSYNC now versus growing up?
Honestly, I've come to love NSYNC more though.
I don't
That
even know
is
why I
true.
even knew that. Mm-mm-mm.
It's true. It is true. Oh, you know
Mm-mm-mm.
what I would say? Country music.
Oh, you like
I'm a,
country music now versus
honestly, yeah, honestly, growing up, I fucking hated country music. I
why?
I don't know because I don't. It was the one genre everybody hated, so I decided to
So you just
get
jumped on
around.
it.
I just
Okay.
jumped on it, but I like. I grew up with my grandfather that would like listen to like fucking Conway Twitty and like Jim Reeves and that so
Right.
but then like I've like my grandfather passing on, like now I listen to it and I'm like, oh, this is fucking great.
Nice. So I'd like to know, since anyone who's ever going to watch this in the future, right? What is there something about you that people don't know about? What's the one thing that you're just like, I wish people knew this about me?
I'm well versed in medicine and various religions.
And what was the last
No,
part?
I'm sorry. I'm well versed in medicine and when it's history and religion. I'm well
Okay,
versed
so
in
you like all that historical sort of like trivia, good stuff. Like you're versed in religious dialect and then just historical dialect, just in general.
yeah.
Okay. What is something like? What's your favorite food? Like, what's that dish that you're like, oh baby?
I'm about to fuck this up. It's funny. It recently it's a new one now. There's this thing called birria nachos.
Okay. Tell
It's
me
like
more. I mean, you can just leave me with the name.
yeah. So like the birria tacos,
Yeah.
instead of it being in a taco,
Oh, it's
it's
on the.
it's on nachos with sour cream, a bunch of jalapenos.
Oh, wow. Let me ask you this.
I don't know what the English term for pico de gallo is, but
It's pico de gallo, bro. It's
right,
everyone knows pico de gallo. Let me
right,
ask you this. Do you like tater tots?
love them.
Okay, next time you have that sort of nachos, swap the chips out for tater tots. Yeah, my favorite thing is tachos. That is nachos, and instead of the chips, it's just tater tots, and you put whatever on top of it. You've never had it, my friend. You'll never have regular nachos. Even with the one that you like, you want to put the tater tots in it. I promise you, it's so fun.
And I can air fry tater tots.
Yes, and then
Oh
you
yeah.
put then you put the goods.
Look at my air fryer right there
I
too.
see it, my man. It is a lovely, lovely air fryer. Now, what's the one food that you have tried and you're just like never again?
Papaya.
You don't like papaya?
Papaya and liver.
Yeah, liver's an acquired taste. I get that. But
Yeah.
papaya?
Let me explain to you papaya.
Oh, please do.
So my mother made it a very consistent thing growing up that she would always cut up cantaloupe. And I love cantaloupe. As I'm a big person, I still love my fruits,
Right.
right? So my mom would always cut up cantaloupe and put it in the fridge. One day I go in the fridge and I see something cut up and I'm like, oh, cantaloupe. Grab it, boom, papaya. I don't like it. No.
You're like,
That is yeah, that is why I have trust issues.
you have trust issues because your greedy ass was like, oh, I think that's cantaloupe.
Yeah,
I don't know. Fuck it.
that that and also my mom went. I went, oh, the vanilla extract smells delicious. She goes, yeah, try it.
All right, let's move
That
on
is why I have trust
to
issues.
let's talk about something that brings you joy. Okay, now just don't say anything just yet. Think back when you were a kid. Now think back to your favorite toy. All right? That toy doesn't exist anymore as of right now, and I'm only talking about the original toy. If you had the money to get it, what was that toy that brought you joy?
It's funny because I didn't really have a lot of toys growing up. It was I grew up in the my mom made sure like I had Game Boys and those were my toys. Game
That's what I'm
Boys.
talking about. Whatever that is, whatever the
Okay.
toy is, yeah, toy in general is what was the thing that you played with that if you could get it now as the original, because you can still buy that stuff now. It's just if you want your childhood back, take it from me. You got to spend the money to get your childhood back. So what's that item?
PSP.
The PSP. What
Yeah.
was your favorite game on the PSP?
Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories.
Nice. I used to have the PSP for the movies.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only movie I had on it was Hitch.
I had them all. I actually had the entire collection of the videos that went with it that you can acquire. I never played. I played one game and I can't remember what it was, but the rest were just movies. I just enjoyed having this really cool computer thing. It was
Yeah.
like the really cool thing.
Honestly, PSP it was way ahead of its time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they tried to redo it and it was trash. And no problem. What's your favorite color?
Uh, red.
You like red. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what's your spirit animal? Give me your spirit. What's the animal that best describes you? Like, what's that representation?
I
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
don't know, man. I don't
Mm-hmm. 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 Go on.
have one. Aren't you? Don't you? Aren't you given a spirit animal versus choose one?
You can do whatever you want. You're a grown ass man. So what animal do you want?
Fuck it, then a cheetah.
You want to be a cheetah. Okay, fair enough. Now, we're winding down to the last few moments of this entire exposure of Mr. Luckbucks, right? We're having a good time. We dived in a little bit, a little personal, not too personal. We dived into some streaming things. Now, if you could tell yourself before you started streaming, if you can go back in time as of right now, what you know, and the beginning of your streaming career, what would be that one advice to yourself that would definitely help you, that you wish you kind of knew before, but as a streamer now, you're going to talk to your younger self that's about the stream, one piece of vital information that you could give yourself?
Be consistent.
Okay.
Even if it's shit, you do it and you put your best foot forward.
Okay. Now, is that something that you would tell people who would want to stream? Is that your
Yes.
advice?
Yes.
Okay.
Even if you're like, oh, but my equipment's not where I need it to be, fuck it, still do it. Because you're in it for the long haul. You're not here for short term. So be consistent.
Be consistent. Okay. Now I'm going to give you a few moments. I'm going to give you the floor. I want you to pitch to me why I should watch you stream, support you as a streamer, and continue to always come back. This is a brief moment right now to give it your all so people can come support you, where they can find you, all of it. I'm going to give you the floor. Go time.
All right. So I'm currently unemployed. I'll be a whore for money. No, I'm kidding. So I am a variety streamer. I will take time out of my day. I appreciate anything that's given, whether that's a follow, a sub, or even a bit. It's all appreciated in my neck of the woods. I love to collab with other people. If there's a game you like, you need an extra person, I'm usually your guy. You're always able to get in contact with me. I'm always, on my phone or I'm always near my phone. So let it be text message or discords, I'm available. And yeah, what you see now is what you get on stream. I am the same person off stream and on stream. I provide that authenticity. See.
But where could they find you at?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Fucking love
Bro.
uh Twitch TV Twitch.tv/Luckbucks23.
All right, fair enough. Woo, I was like, how they gonna find you, bro? How they gonna find you? Well, you still have a few more moments. You got about 5 with your boy. What would you like to talk about? What would you like to ask? You're more than welcome. Floor is open. Got a few moments. I think you did a great job. I think you did a fantastic job.
Thank you. Thank you.
How did you feel about this particular interview? What did you think?
Uh Honestly, I didn't know what to expect jumping into it. So I just said, you know what? Usually you know what you're doing 9 out of 10 times. So I figured I'd leave it in your hands and we'll go forward from there.
Right.
And not disappointed whatsoever.
Perfect. So the questions, they weren't you were able to work with those questions. Were those questions good enough for Mr. Luckbucks?
Oh, they were perfect. I don't know if a lot of people are going to uh be able to announce the bad streamers or streamers they don't like.
No,
I
that
don't
was no,
I
they
don't
can
care.
no, that's a I think that's a great question. It's like there has to be more than just great streamers. Like who are the shit streamers? But that's why I also asked why. Like there has to be a
Yeah.
reason why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But oh yeah, every person I'm going to be talking to will always have something different. Just in general, it just all goes with the flow, baby. We just
Yeah.
go with the flow. That's all we do, baby. We go with the flow.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything else that you would like to ask or have a statement for before we say goodbye?
No, just don't forget to drop a follow at twitch.tv/Luckbucks23. I will be live tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Uh, and don't forget to show your love and support to Key Encounters.
At your face. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you guys for being here while I was getting to know someone for 60 minutes. And Mr. Luckbucks, I want to say thank you very much and allow me to borrow some of your time. I know you're a busy gentleman, as a married gentleman and a person who has a wonderful air fryer behind them. I want to say thank you for allowing me to, get to know you a little more, and other people in the future who are going to watch this out here on YouTube. Everybody, while you're checking this out, all of his links will be located at the bottom of this video. Definitely go check them out, support them, and show them mad love. And until next time, be good or be good at it. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.